tell. Anyway, this is Hacobot, and yay, my thrall didn't get kidnapped. All right, so here's the dealio. Look at that. I was not encumbered before I picked him up, and then all of a sudden, encumbered. He ain't heavy. He's my follower. I wish there was another way to get retainers and followers, other than conking them over the head and forcing them to do your evil bidding. I know the Wheel of Pain is thematic, and it's all part of the actual Conan universe and everything. Was like super popularized in the movie. I don't have a Firebolt Cauldron yet for this gentleman, so we're going to have to hold off on that little bit of fun for the moment. And let's see, what do I have here for the armor station that could be... Well, I'm just going to go ahead and dump all this in here because I don't need to have all this. I'm going to keep that on me because I'm going to use it, and I don't imagine I'll have any time to use that. Well, okay, if I'm going to be... Yeah, let's be honest here. Okay, we'll take care of that. I'm going to put that goes there. Put that there, and that goes there. Alright, there we go. Done, 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 done. Alright, we have a planter, so we can put seeds in that. We'll put some aloe on that as well. There, now I got a house plant. It's so pretty. Okay, so what do we have over here? We have berries that are rotting. That's sad, sad, sad. No problems though. We'll pull that out and take that. I can go ahead and let's drop the horns there, and I'll put these seeds over here. Bank. And oh wait, I do have flowers in here, don't I? Yes, I do. Whoops. There we go. That's good. Now, I definitely recommend that you not store anything in your crafting stations unless it's something you can easily replace. So, as you'll notice, there are no iron bars in here for medium armor. All of the stuff that's really a bit more difficult to gather is put in my chest, and I didn't lock it. Thank God I didn't get looted last night. Bark is a pain in the ass to harvest, but honestly, not going to be that big a deal. I do not have an artisan station in my shelter here yet because honestly, it's just not. Now, see, iron fittings, I left them here in my forge, and I shouldn't have done that because iron fittings are a real pain to gather. Let's see, I'll leave the stone here because, yeah. Honestly, coal's not that hard to get. Most of the coal nodes around this area seem to be pretty well ignored, partly because they are near a Dafari camp, I would think, but also a lot of people on this server seem to be running the whole fluid press oil from fish thing. I see a lot of massive fisheries, which I do intend to make myself eventually. So we're going to need that there. We're going to hit that. I have a real torch. We're going to leave that torch behind, though. I'm going to take this improvised fakey torch. Do I have a bow on me? No, I do not. Put that away. Oh, that's kind of what I was doing. I was crafting a bunch of staircases, and that's what I wanted to do. Okay, that makes sense now. All right. Okay, so my plan. Today's goal is to make a slightly more accessible run to the iron lode out, near the summoning place. And for those of you who are watching this post recording, that's the summoning place. It's in Dafari City. Somebody's built a shrine here already. So what I've done is I've built a bridge on this island here to run across to the other side. Hopefully it's still there. Yep, it's still there. And the reason being is that there's no way to get a thrall from the north shore to this island without having to go all the way around to the Sentinels. You'd have to basically travel. If you got any thralls from over here, you'd have to go all the way down here past the Dafari camp, all the way back up here, and then up to this little sandbar basically, and then cross right here. So, or you'd have to come, if you got any thralls from here or down there, you'd have to go over to the Sentinels, which I have not discovered yet. You have to basically bounce from here to there, and then come all the way back. Now, if you're gathering from the camps over here, that's okay, because you come this way, you come this way. But then you're going to have to come all the way over to here, hop this little sandbar, and then run all the way across here. So that's not too much out of the way, but I'm trying to build an expressway. There's a bunch of iron and coal up in this area, and yes, there are scorpions, there are hostile NPC camps, rock nose and hyenas and all kinds of other healthy eaters. But I want to kind of build a way to get across all this really quick, so I'm experimenting with that idea by first building this bridge. This only actually took about 10 minutes at the most, and most of it was spent gathering materials as I went along, because I was already encumbered to begin with. So per my stratagem, I'm going to then go ahead and build some stairs up this way. Let's see if I can do that. It says that it has to connect to an existing building piece. Now this is the thing that is crazy. I can put that pillar right about there. There we go. And then I should be able to connect a stairs case to it. But I can't make it swing around. That's strange. Why won't it come the other way? Why won't it come down the other way? Well, that's okay. I can do that. Do that, and then we can do that, and then we can do that. All right. So now, whoop, oh wow, it went the other direction. Okay, we're lagging. Come on, connect, please. Thank you. So, as far as, I mean, they're not the most sturdy things. Pillars, I do think, decay a little bit faster than, there we go, just pop those out. Got all this grass in my way. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Clear it out, clear it out, clear it out. I really like this kind of server, because it's got a lot of open space on the river still. With the exception of the fact that just past the river there is just a ton of lag. You'll see in a second why. Alright, so we got this up here. This is cool. And what I'm trying to avoid is how much. I only have 4 ladders and I don't have enough sandstone on me or wood to do the rest of what I wanted to do. Come on, come on. What's with the lag? So yeah, the server's been a bit laggy, and I think that's just in general, because there are a couple that I searched for that I've been scouting out that only have like maybe like 2 or 3 players on at a time. There's only one, I think, mega fort on each. And the thing about mega forts is that, you know, your console is spending all the time rendering those foundations instead of keeping you connected to the game's activities. And I do wish there was a way that you could prioritize render rates, render power, I don't know what it's called. Basically, I wish there was a way to prioritize graphics under combat. You know, prioritize combat, prioritize NPC interaction versus, yeah, whatever. So, next step is going to be, I want to build all the way straight up that way. No, I want to build, come on. I want to build straight up that way. You see where that tower is? I want to get, that's my destination. So it's going to be a lot of stairs going up there. I wonder if I can actually do it. We do have hostiles in the area, and that's what I was trying to avoid. And I think the only way that we could really truly avoid those is to build a bridge over this whole area. And it's not an effort for really, I mean, honestly, in the time I'm wasting, or spending, I should say, doing this, I could just as easily be running down the river, past the crocs, past the oasis, where the king croc spawns, One of them, actually. There's several of them. And then make my way up the gorge and everything like that. But, you know, this would be something kind of fun and challenging to do. So, let's see. The other problem is then marking where the access and egress points are, because as you can see now, I have no way of knowing where those are. Let's see if I can put more stairs, excuse me. Top that off. Probably need some ceiling tiles too. Let's get those loaded. Gonna need every one of those. Okay, we can do this. So this is really just kind of, you know, mucking about, just having fun. I mean, because, you know, that's what video games are all about, you know, having fun. There we go. And then I'll use the pillars as a waypoint, because you can build those all straight up. There we go, see? Then I'll be able to see that. And we're going to draw a line straight across here. Now I could go down into the riverbed, but I think honestly I want to go ahead and try and see if, let's go ahead and scooch this down as close to the ground as possible. Put her out about right there. Closer I am to the ground, the less I have to build up, and also the more stable everything becomes. There we go. And let's go ahead and make another one of these and see how this works. It'll be basically the same process that I did for the bridge. You'll get to see what I did here. So I start off with a stone pillar, then I add you know, a ceiling tile element. We're going to go straight across right up to that area there, because I think I can actually kind of caterpillar, well, not caterpillar, what's the word, snake. That's right, snake all my way up that way. Let's just basically start from there, and then go up this way, and then I think I can go up that way, and then eventually, I mean, you should be able to climb all that, but we'll see. And like I said, the real problem is that coming back, I'm going to have, oh, darn it. Coming back, I'll probably have a bunch of, you know, stone and stuff on me, so climbing up is not going to be a big thing. I mean, getting there is not going to be a big thing, because I won't have any encumbrance coming back. I'll have to be mindful of my grit and my stamina, because climbing down will be a problem. So this is more about the return trip than it is about the journey to. Oh, cool. Build some ironstone already. I do need lots of that. And we're getting thirsty. Just enough to get us back in the green. We don't have to be too... It'll be like what I do in real life when I'm working. I'm always hungry and thirsty while I'm working, because I just don't take the time to have a real meal. But in this game, it is important to be, you know, to be aware of what's going on. Now we're over encumbered. See. All right, so we're going to need to build. We're going to do. Let's see. It's every 5. But I figured it out. Every 5 blocks requires some stone pillars. So we're going to do a 1-to-1 ratio here, because we're pretty far off the riverbed. So I'll probably need to like use 2 or 3 pillars per ceiling. I mean, to support that, because right now that's unrealistic in my opinion. But you know, what the hell. It's not going to be that big a deal. Oh, we don't want that. We want this. Okay. Alright, see, now it won't connect because there's not enough support under it. And now here's the tricky part is, well, I am going to have to come down here to actually place those pillars, which means that I will be having to deal with the crocodiles that might show up. I also think there's some spiders around this area too. I can't be certain. Anyway, we're about 15 minutes into the video, so my pick just broke. So while I'm crafting and prepping the rest of these, the rest of this bridge, I'm going to break off from recording, and hopefully when I come back, you guys can see what's going on.